Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. And this episode has come through from inspiration from my clients and my personal life too, and what I'm experiencing at the moment. And I'm going to ask you a question. I always love to ask questions. Are you trying to create a life that is perfect? Are you using the language, I'll be happy when? Are you trying to climb that mountain thinking that you'll get to the top of the mountain and life will be perfect? Stop waiting for life to be perfect, because that is not the human experience. And when we have an attachment to that perfectionism in our life, that we'll finally feel at peace, that attachment steals us from being in our life, wishing our life away, wishing the challenging times away. So wherever you are in your life, acknowledge and become aware, are you wishing your life away? Now, I'm going through some incredible challenges in my life right now with the divorce, a really difficult divorce, and my adrenal fatigue has flared up. And yesterday, I was lying on the sofa and the feelings of frustration were coming through. Why does it have to be like this? Feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling frustrated with the situation at the moment, feeling like I should be further along in life, with being better as a mom, expanding my business more. It's not good enough where I am right now. This feeling that I'm failing. And I had a conversation with a client this morning who is going through a really, really challenging time with taking care of her dad that is unwell. And it's taking up a lot of her time, and toing and froing and running errands. And she's exhausted. And when we begin to, first of all, validate our emotions, to say, yes, this is challenging, this is big, I'm having days where I'm struggling. We feel the feelings, but then we're able to accept and allow to what is. Because in those moments, we can have a lot of, well, I should be doing this or I should be doing that. And it's accepting and allowing the fullness of what she's experiencing right now. And the resistance, when we have that resistance to what is, then we're in a boxing match with the challenge. We're not getting the lessons, we're causing more damage to our body, becoming more stressed, making us feel more exhausted. It's a lot of energy going into resisting the challenge. Now, this whole human experience, and no human is exempt from this, that part of the human experience, or the whole human experience, is we experience moments of joy and connection and love, and then we have experiences of challenges and frustrations and all sorts of emotions that we find it very difficult to be with. And one minute we feel like we may have all our ducks in a row, and on another breath we may be going through incredible challenges, or we may go through the polarity of these different emotions during challenging times, where we can feel the extent of the challenge and how that's making us feel, but we can also feel joyful in the little moments. I very much can really relate to that, because there can be moments where I'm questioning everything that I'm doing and shaming myself and worrying about the future. But then over the past kind of 5-6 months, started taking up salsa lessons and dancing, and the joy that brings me and lights me up. It's like I can feel the joy and I can feel the fear. And it's just about having awareness and meeting yourself where you're at. So in those moments that you're feeling most deeply challenged and in fear, it's acknowledging that. It's not pushing it away, but it's moving through it, because you are validating and acknowledging it. And then you're able to reframe. And I just feel like this concept of when we accept that we're exactly where we need to be, when we accept that, it's like you've taken a big exhale and gone, oh, okay, just stop fighting. There's things that you can control and there's things that you can't. The one thing that you can control is the way you interact with it. That these challenges are here not to punish you. These challenges are here to expand you, to maybe bring up something that you're ready to release and let go of. Maybe it's a new embodiment for you. Maybe you've been going around the same pattern and this same cycle, and life is just trying to shake you up and stir you up to release that same patterning, that same way of thinking. And it's not to take away the emotions involved in the challenges that we have, but when we're able to, in the challenges of life, zoom out and see it for what it is, that we can have those days where we just want to validate ourselves. We want to feel in that victim mentality. We want to say it's not fair and stamp our feet. Feel our emotions. But then come back to a space of coming back to your own personal power to say, I've got this. One thing at a time. Show yourself love and compassion. That this is part of my journey. This is part of my journey. And a really beautiful conversation that I'd had with that same client this morning was, she had felt frustrated that people in her life didn't truly understand like how she's feeling and what this experience is like. And she was needing some validation, which, you know, as human beings, we all need validation. And I said to her, the thing is, they don't need to get it, because it's not their experience to have, it's not their challenge to have, it's yours. It's your lessons, your experience to grow from. And that shift and that reframing of, okay, I'm in it, I'm in exactly where I need to be. So for me, at the moment, I'm experiencing stress in my externals, a lot of things that are out of my control. I'm focusing on what I can control. I'm lying on the sofa. I'm frustrated, I'm tired. It's that busy time where the kids come back from school, they're hungry, they need attention, they're tired, I've got to feed them. And I'm lying there on the sofa. And I'm frustrated that I'm back here again. And I'm frustrated that this isn't all over. So what do I do in those moments? I allow myself to feel frustrated. I spoke to a friend. I let it out. And I allowed it to just be there. I allowed it to be there. And accepting that my body is telling me, you need rest, that you can't create and grow your business more when you're in this space. You've got to meet yourself where you're at. Trust in the timing. This is all the self-talk going on in my head. Whilst this other side of me is like, do more, be more, do more, be more. You know that voice. And slow down. You need slowness. You need softness. And in doing that gives me the ability to be softer with the kids, to shift my energy, to maybe give them more presence instead of me doing, to share with them how I'm feeling, to show them humanness. And when you have the self-awareness of what is going on, then you are able to move through things a lot quicker. It doesn't mean that I've woken up today and the challenge is gone. It's not. It's still there. But the way I'm interacting with it is different, okay? Your priority is rest. Your priority is rest. Your priority is connecting with your clients, doing what you do in your everyday, doing things one thing at a time. And it's just a shift in energy, because I'm not here doing this podcast because I feel like I have to. I'm doing this from a place of inspiration. And it came through me as I was talking to my clients this morning in this relatability, and me sharing with a client on what I'm experiencing gave her the permission and softness to go, okay, I'm not the only one experiencing these feelings. It's okay. I'm not alone. And that's why I wanted to create this podcast, to share this humanness, that you're not alone and you are human, and these challenges make you who you are. These challenges make you who you are. All those challenges that you've had in your life, all those moments of humanness have brought you to this very moment. So never ever underestimate that. And that phrase, that affirmation, that mantra that I have is, I'm exactly where I need to be. And that provides so much comfort now. I'm exactly where I need to be. So you really do have to bring a lot of awareness to that monkey mind, and it will always want to shame you or tell you you are not doing enough or being enough, based on programming, based on the fullness of society, and that we must do to prove ourselves, based on this part of your brain that is looking out for danger for you and trying to keep you safe. You are exactly where you need to be, and the more you allow in your humanness and accept it and let it be, the less stress that you'll feel in your body. I hope this has brought you some comfort, my loves. You are human. You are human.